Morning, fam. Welcome back to Vlogs. So, we got updates. As of last night, they caught the bastard that lit this fire. Yes, one, one down. They caught one of the guys. I'm pretty sure there's somebody else that lit the other two. I'm not totally sure yet if those were naturally done or someone done lit them. But sooner or later, they will figure it out. They got one at least. The guy got arrested. He's got $1 million bond on him. He also is looking at charges for murder, manslaughter for killing his father. This guy is a psycho. He asked me $1 million bond isn't good enough. He should get the electric chair. And now the channel I'm watching live, there's no sound. Luckily, they're literally showing Spokane. It's horrible. Oh, those people are walking in it, not even wearing a mask. You don't want to breathe all that. Your nose must be plugged. What's up, Becker? You're now looking at the new assistant manager, Taco Bell. Yeah, this video is insane. I mean, they're not really showing much. Stupid news person is literally just sitting here going around in a circle. Okay, it's a burnt down car. Show more, not just, oh hey, a burnt down car with a burnt down minivan. That is insane. All the stuff that had burnt down, but there's still trees that are standing. Electrical boxes that are just like lightly charred. There's like nothing left of that community. It's all just freaking frames and I don't even know. It's all these foundations. What's up, everyone? Thank you for tuning in. So we're watching the video on the Spokane fire, which they just got a guy arrested, charged him, and he's looking at $1 million bond. On top of this is the only charge they have against him so far. But after they do the further investigation and everything else, I hope he just gets life in prison, never gets out. Dude, this guy caused a fire that burnt over 3,500 acres, over 600 houses, more than 16,000 people were evacuated. On top of old charges from this dude, like he came from Arizona, and this dude freaking killed his own dad. So he's also looking at first degree murder. I think they said manslaughter also. I'll just give it a little bit, Becca. You'll be the new assistant manager for Taco Bell. Come on, can you guys like look around, do something else instead of just sitting here looking at one burnt down car? Hey, a Subaru's driving by. Hello, zoom out, stupid. Zoom out, show people stuff. Don't just look at a house that's burnt down in a car. This guy, they need me to do the news. I swear to God. I would actually show stuff. This guy is just sitting here watching cars go by, looking at a house. Oh, and the car parked out front. One of the crazy thing is, I saw a video of one of the community mailboxes. The whole freaking mailbox was burnt down, like literally melted. But somebody out there, you still get your Amazon package. The box you ordered, whatever you ordered, the package was still in the mailbox, untouched. Screw you bastards. There's rumors of you guys going around causing the fires, and guess what? I saw a truck just like that one the night after the fucking fire started. You bastards were driving around at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, spotlighting a Vista. Why are you even there? It's a town or a whole city that burnt down. What are you just walking around reading meters? You got some kind of reader majigger in your hand. You're gonna turn the gas off that burnt all the houses? Who the hell is that guy? Sure, he totally looks like he works for Vista. Well, maybe. What is this? What the hell? What is this? Sorry, I'm kind of getting lost in what this dude's doing. They were recording him live, and he took some kind of yellow box and a rod, stuck it in the ground of this house that's burnt down. What? Oh, he's probably checking for radiation. Got it. The only thing you're gonna find is remnants of freaking gas, you know. What are you doing? Are you pointing at the camera like, "Can I go?" Man, what are you doing? This guy's being really, really weird. I don't know. Okay, so you tied a thingy around a thingy to a thingy. And then you turned on a thingy. Now you're picking up another thingy in your skin. Oh, you're trying to look for gas lines, aren't you? Beep, 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 beep. You're hot. There it is. That's not the cause of the fire, though. It's some idiot that started it, not your beep boop machine from the past. See, I told you. You haven't even worked there 2 days yet, and you're already a manager. Like, how the heck do you do it? You can just walk into a building. Hey, I'm here for a job. No, no. How would you like to be manager? Perfect. Now you're walking all the way back to your freaking truck with the thingamajigger. For one, you don't have the blinky lights on your truck. So, no, don't buy this at all. Do not think you work for the power company. Looks privately owned. Just two guys acting really suspicious, walking around in blue jeans and a vest. Where's your hard hat? Huh? Is that even a Vista or is that a Vista? All the fake people going around trying to collect money from people. Which, yes, they do that too in Spokane. They have people fake this power company all the time, right? You fake letters in the mail. trying to get you to send them money. But if you look at the names and you read the papers, they spell a vista like 3 to 4 different ways throughout it. And I don't trust these guys at all. How's all the scams going around? Yeah, beep at him. Tell him. Beep, beep, motherfucker. Current phone wallpaper. No. Oh, dude. You know what really sucks about all this smoke? Allergies. Come on, stop looking at the same house. The Vista guys left. If that helps. I mean, don't quite know what they're doing exactly. I mean, oh, there he is. Found him. He's acting really suspicious, man. Bro, this guy looks like the guy off of Sling Blade. He's got the same jaw and everything, man. Beat, beat, motherfucker. Yeah, he literally has the guy's same squared jaw like Sling Blade. Like, again. Y'all got any French fried taters in there? Alright, this video is getting boring. They're just sitting here looking at the same damn house. I don't want to see the same house. I want to see new stuff. News. Something. Not just you, not even doing a whole 360 of the area. You're just doing one little panorama. Wow. That was a big damn word. I didn't even know I knew that word. Ah, I've seen it before. Okay, got it. Can I turn you off now? That sounded bad. Hold on. I just started an online business with Shopify. Sorry, my name's not Mr. Beast. I can't start one in 2 minutes.
Got home items you want to sell on Vinted? It only takes 3 steps to turn your unused stuff.
Any people don't have anything. Look at this. Where you at? Where you at, buddy? Hold on, let it focus. We'll see. Eventually. I think. I don't know. Ooh. Oh, you're in Wenatchee? Why? You freaking snatch waffle. I don't want to watch your stupid video. Posted 2 hours ago. U.S. wildfires today. Spokane fire forces. This it? No, it's the same stupid frickin' Vista guy. Why would they put a news camera in the middle of a town trying to tell people about the town? And the stupid camera is focusing on this guy supposedly doing his job. He ain't doing nothing. Get people in there. Start rebuilding your houses, not your stupid frickin'. Hold on, I gotta go mark places and things and do dabs and do nots. I don't want to sit there watching the guy. Sheriff's office, why don't you come out and talk to me with your hands at me? No. I don't want to watch that video. What? 2 different channels streaming the exact same thing. It's the same thing. It's not even streaming anything else. Like, I was trying to bring you guys news and stuff, but they're not doing anything. The only news I can give you is there was a guy that was finally arrested for the Spokane fire. So he got arrested for arson. He's probably also going to get charged for manslaughter, murder. Hopefully he just rots in prison. Yo, what's up? Thank you for tuning in, everyone. And we're just watching this boring news camera and just watch the same guy. Oh, he got a tablet now. Cool. Hey, bud. You're not doing much. You got readers out in a tablet. Oh, he's spray painting. Cool. I think that's kind of a job. Oh, you seen the Spokane fires? Yeah, they're horrible. Like, there's 2 channels live right now. USA Today is live. Watching this dude spray paint on the ground. Just show the houses, show the damage, not just this dude. Bro, the fence literally fell over. It just started melting and fell. Can you get out of the way? You know, I'm trying to watch the exact same damn house I looked at 20 minutes ago. Oh, it's more a Vista, guys. Why don't you get people in there and start cleaning all that crap up and start rebuilding? Instead, they're just driving around marking for gas lines or whatever. Oh, we got Slim Fady over here with his dad cruising the road now. He's got his hoodie tied around his waist, socks up to his knees, wearing shorts. Looks like some hey dudes, wearing his hat all backwards. We're gonna call him Slim Fady. He's walking down the road like, oh, now it's just buffering. We don't even know what's going on right now. It's buffering. Okay, well, father and son were on a really nice, peaceful walk. Now the stream just. Oh, there we go. It fixed itself. Perfect. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna get some light going. Just a wee second. Oh, God. Hopefully that was not breakable. It probably was. That's fine. Who needs it? So it's not really light, but we can light a candle. Don't worry, I'm an expert. See, everything is under control. Yes, I got a candle going, but it's not even close to anything other than a fish tank. But the cold. Okay, isn't there any other news channels that are doing more than just literally sit at an intersection, point your camera around in the exact same panorama view? Do I need to go there and play news? Like, I'll find something tall, like stand up on one of the houses that didn't burn down and give everybody a good view. Oh, look at this dude.
Thank you, Taylor. And we are continuing to track 3 major wildfires that have now burned more than 10,000 acres combined in eastern Washington.
Those gusty winds, they've been fueling the flames of these.
They've been feeding the flames of the fire.
This is how I can afford
well, yeah, it's
this
windy.
Jeep Wrangler.
I was paying $200.
What is everybody praying for? Wind?
For insurance coverage.
Not
See the
rain.
breakdown right
We need
here. And
rain.
now I'm
Not
show you what
wind.
I'm paying, thanks to Simplify.
Rain.
Wildfires which have forced tens of thousands to evacuate and destroyed hundreds of homes and businesses.
Okay, we're going to bring you to team coverage now. We have Brian McMillan tracking fire conditions
Brian
across
McMillan?
the area as well as our own air quality.
But first, we turn
Where's
to Fox
McMillan?
13 Sean Chitness on the fire lines right now. The first-hand
He
look
looks
at
like
the battle
McLovin.
against these flames, Sean.
You're McMillan.
John and Maria, good morning. So we are now back in a neighborhood we first visited last night. If you remember, yesterday morning, we were showing you one part of Northwest Spokane, or the northwest corner outside of the city, where we saw some of the impact from these fires, some homes spared, others destroyed. But in this neighborhood, we are seeing a level of devastation that is so much greater. Take a look at what,
like I said, I'd give you guys a news update.
Home after home gone in this particular neighborhood. This is just on the northwest edge of the city, so we are still in the city
you still got the pizza oven.
And as we return here this morning, we have a better sense of just how widespread the damage is as we've been driving around this area just before coming to speak with you here. We have discovered even more homes, even more streets that have lost these houses because of these different fires. So here we are closest to that old Trails fire, but the Autumn Lane fire is not too far from us either if you were to head north. We learned from the team that is leading this response that it will take days to figure out just how many homes have burned.
People have lost their homes. They've lost their livelihoods. They've lost family memories. And whether you're in one fire or the other, it really doesn't matter.
I've been to a lot of places around the world, not so good places around the world, and I can tell you today that that's a war zone. When you finally get in there and you finally look at the devastation and the damage.
So local leaders tried to ask residents to be patient and understand it may take weeks to get back to their homes in order to find out if their house is still standing. They also warned homeowners not to put themselves in danger.
Yeah, but where do you expect people to freaking stay?
We saw many people in this
all
area
these fires, and you got to pay for a hotel.
First chance to see what was left, and again in the spot.
Oh, sorry, your house burned down, but we're gonna make you pay for a hotel room. No, they should be free.
That survived, but there are some a few blocks away from here. We spoke to one couple that was just driving by, and they told us that last night they did discover that their home was destroyed by the fire. They told us that they were the first to live in that house, and they had lived in that home for more than 30 years. Still, somehow, though, they had good spirits and were trying to stay positive about the fact that they were able to get out. Live in Spokane, Sean Jetness, Fox 13 News.
All right, thanks, Sean. Just a devastating scene out there. Now, the Spokane County Sheriff's Office has
devastating scene. How is that a devastating scene? To me, it's not devastating that they caught the bastard that started the fire. Yeah, it is devastating, but it's also good news. Maybe now he'll get life in prison and get what he deserves. Oh my God.
Okay, why did nobody teach me that credit?
I mean, they talk about it like it. When they bring up the dude, they're like, this devastating scene.
Wildfires which have forced tens of thousands.
Don't you think the whole town that just burnt down is more devastating than watching a video of the dude get arrested?
Single charge of arson in the first degree.
As we continue to track the growth of these fires, here's what we know this morning. The Autumn Lane fire is now the largest of the three, burning through more than 5,600 acres. The Old Trails fire, which police say was caused by arson, has grown to 3,600 acres, and the Fairview fire is just over 1,000 acres. At last update, there's been no containment that's been reported on any of these three fires. More than 700 structures have been destroyed in the flames, and about 67,000 people have been forced to evacuate. And now
700 structures destroyed and 67,000 people evacuated. All because of that dude. Like, he started the fire. He should get more than just $1 million bond.
Tracking those evacuations for you. Take a look here. All the areas you see in red, that is that level 3 mandatory go now evacuation.
Anyone living in the area shaded in yellow are under level 2B set evacuation warnings. That means there's significant danger and you should be ready to leave at a moment's notice. And for the areas shaded in green, evacuations are voluntary, but you should be prepared to leave if conditions worsen.
And we are in for what will be a hot and hazy day today in Seattle as smoke from all of those wildfires makes its way into our area. You're looking at video right now from last night over Capitol Hill, Queen Anne, SeaTac, Lake Union. I certainly smelled it up.
Oh, you smelt it? You probably dealt it if you smelt it.
Wildfires.
Okay, so it is.
About those wildfires, the smoky
Oh
skies.
yeah,
and
the
air
smoke
quality.
is going to
Let's turn it
travel.
down
We
to
have
Chief
freaking
Meteorologist Brian McMillan.
massive
let's take a peek
fires
right now
around
here
us.
outside from our Capitol Hill camera. You see the upper level smoke that has moved in, and that will be very dominant today. You're feeling almost like cloud cover. You're going to get that filtered sunshine, hazy sunshine.
What's up, Macmillan? You look like McLevin.
To our forecast. Now, as we look at the central and south end, you'll find a lot of yellow dots. That means moderate air quality. Up in the foothills of the Cascades, I'm going to be watching these particular dots right here. And something also to note, okay, there are different companies that operate these various, sensors here for air quality. The government sensors are called Air Now. And those are typically calibrated for wildfire smoke.
He's standing right in the middle of the screen.
In wildfire smoke conditions. There's also a company called Purple Air, and it's a network or private sensors. Those are not necessarily calibrated for smoke and can actually look a little bit worse than things actually are. So if you're taking a peek at all those different air quality reads, that is just something to note, okay? East of the Cascades, we are seeing unhealthy to very unhealthy air in certain spots, especially around central Washington. Current wildfires burning. We've been talking about the Kaiser Canyon fire and the Little Giant fire. We're going to be seeing smoke west of the Cascades from those fires today. And then, of course, you have the fires out north end of Spokane and the northwest side of Spokane that continue to burn. All right, current temperatures right now are in the 50s. We're going to be looking at highs today around 85. It's going to be about 10 degrees warmer, and then it gets real hot.
Yeah, I know. I'm already going to get copyrighted for this one, probably.
Smoke to be lingering both of those days. That's why we have
it's fine, though, because I'm letting you guys know the news of Spokane, so if they copyright me,
thank you so much. Now we're still waiting to hear if Governor Bob Ferguson requested an expedited
look at you and your sunset in the background.
We're waiting to see if it was approved by President Trump.
Governor gave an update yesterday, posted a video to X after visiting the damage from the Kaiser Canyon fire.
We made our request to FEMA for an emergency declaration. We're hoping to get a positive response soon. If we do, it'll help communities like this, multiple counties across the state, and multiple tribes as well.
The governor says FEMA is moving resources into our state in anticipation of that request being granted.
Yeah, the governor says money will provide support for search and rescue, debris removal, medical supplies, temporary shelter, and emergency power. And local bars and restaurants are collecting donations for those impacted by the fires. Organizers at Stoop Brewing in Ballard are looking for non-perishable food, hygiene items, pet food to help those on the east side of the state. The brewery's co-owner grew up on the north side of Spokane, and her old neighborhood was one of the ones destroyed. Her mom and sister, they're still in Spokane and currently under level 2 evacuations.
Service industry is exceptionally giving, and while times are tough for all of these businesses, everyone is always stepping up. It's like the first people to step up are often the service industry, so I'm just really proud to be part of the community.
And you can stop by any of the Forest 2 Brewing locations to drop off donations through tomorrow night. Your time now is 6:11. Let's check in.
6:11. No, it's not. You're lying. You're lying. Shut up. Okay, we won't show those parts of the videos. That's copyright. You don't want to do that. But we're showing news.
Just wrapped up a morning briefing at the command post. That's where Creme 2's Regan Gallo is live this morning. So, Regan, what did they talk about at that briefing?
That's right. We just finished up that briefing. I've been waiting to hear that all morning long. So we do have our public information officer, Daniel Ramey, here. He is with that California team that traveled here to resource this fire. Daniel, one thing I noticed, it was actually pretty positive this morning. The overnight shift did such a great job for those crews starting this morning. As people were in day 4, people are still not home. They're watching the news. What is the most important thing the public should take away as your crews and many, many crews coming from everywhere are working on these 3 fires?
No, it's a great testament to the hard work done at night. Night shift is rough. They're working all throughout the night, 12, sometimes 16 hours, depending on the shift. If they have to carry on and stay longer, because they're going to waft the line if it's hot, right? They're going to wait till those day crews come in. They'll do a transition. Sometimes it's called what's called a hot handoff. That fire could be moving, and they're not going to leave until it's a safe place to do so. Then they come back to camp and they have to bed down, and that sometimes can be extremely hot, as we know, in the middle of the day. What I really want the public to know is to be patient with law enforcement, fire. Right now, we want to get you guys back in when it's safe to do so, but it's not right now. We have utilities that are not shut off. We have power lines that are maybe down and not live, per se, but they could be backfed from someone using a generator in the area. We have to check on these things. We have structures that are damaged, and it could come down on someone. That's not what we want. So we want to make sure it's safe. We have utility companies in there shutting things down, securing the water, and shutting off the mains. So that's what's happening right now. Just be patient with law enforcement and fire.
Tell me a little bit about kind of just the status of the 3 fires. Tell me where we're at there.
So they're obviously some are more active than others. The Autumn Lane fire is extremely active. It did like a 2,000 acre push. This is steep terrain, really what we call like hotshot country. Our hotshot crews are actively up there putting in line. They even have to put in what's called a cup trench on the bottom section where it actually catches rolling debris that could be burning, because that's what we saw. We had a couple pieces roll across the line and start a new fire a couple spots yesterday. Even on some of our fires down here, not to the north, but lower in the valley area, a couple fires got out, a couple acres burned. We were able to jump on those, but it shows that our temperatures are rising. Wednesday to Friday are supposed to get up to the 90s. So we're just encouraging people to know we're still in fire season, stay vigilant, and have a to-go bag ready to go if we have to have an emergency evacuation area again.
And give me a little snapshot of the personnel. Leaders down at that briefing, just said this meeting has gotten so much bigger in the last few days. Tell me about the growing numbers of personnel too that are here.
Just in the 12 hours from yesterday to today, we probably have 300, 400, maybe 500 people that drove all night. They're here at camp, got some food, got a good briefing just at 0700, and they're going on the line right now. This is new country for them. They could be from Arizona, California, Utah, all over. We even have some people that could be even further in. So with that being said, the briefings are imperative because this is new country for them. They're going to get engaged with the crews that have already been there and go straight to work.
And tell me a little bit too, we just talked about this off camera. You were talking about injuries. The last fire you were at, several injuries.
Yeah.
Here, none reported yet for our firefighters. Could you just talk about the dangers that they're facing, especially with the dry field conditions, with it being so hot? And you've been fighting fires in the Pacific Northwest all summer. So tell me a little bit about that, experience, and paint that picture for me.
So yeah, when you get into rough terrain like we're dealing with up there on the north section, you are dealt with extremely steep and rugged conditions, and putting those lines in are a lot harder than people realize. And the fire was on called the Shoot Fire in Grass Valley, Nevada County, Yuba County area. It was so steep we had over, I think it was like 20 plus injuries, and those are just from rocks rolling out. Those are from trees coming down. They had reports yesterday on these fires of trees falling across the road. I was out in the field yesterday, and we had trees coming down all over. So that's why we wear our helmets. We're always vigilant, and it's a sketchy environment out there for the crews. Absolutely.
Okay. Anything else I missed, Daniel, that I didn't ask? Anything else specific about the perimeters? What else?
The safety, I'd say, when you have an increase in fire personnel, we all take the same roads in and out, right? We're going to be coming in and out of these fires we're tired. We're trying to get back to some food. Some of these guys have been driving for long hours. So just if you see a fire engine, slow down, share the road.
Let's see if this was the video I've seen. So there's a video that actually shows before and after pictures of Spokane. Oh yeah, we won't show that. This guy's lame. He's charging a battery. Cool. Testing it. Probably going to tell you if it's good or bad. Checking your tires. And she's blabbering about something. I don't know. Okay, back to the news.
Blazing there. He made the point that much of the country does not seem to realize these fires have flattened city neighborhoods. I want to show you what he's talking about here. This is the neighborhood around West Holyoke Ave. You can see this is what it looked like before the fires.
Dang it.
Now look at what it's like now. You can see what the smoke and the flames did to that neighborhood, simply flattening it. One other neighborhood, West Pine Cliff Court. Again, before and now after. You can see just that entire area flattened. You can see a fire truck right here. The city of Spokane has a population of 250,000. There have been evacuations now for some 65,000 people, so a quarter of the city. Even if you expanded the county, the population is 600,000, so that would be 10%. Huge numbers of evacuations. One more neighborhood, North Parkview Lane. Again, before, look at all the beautiful houses here. Now look at, I'm going to X that out. Now look after. You can see, again, the fires there just completely flattening it. Hundreds and hundreds of structures have been destroyed, most of them homes. So again, people don't have places to live there. This is a devastating situation.
Yeah, and this video is also for all the people that said this was fake and
an
AI.
Charge for one of the 3 fires that have just been tearing through the Spokane area.
It's
According
not.
to witnesses, the 37-year-old suspect was seen
See,
down
this guy
near
just
a
got
grassy
arrested.
area close to where the fire started, and then smoke was seen shortly after that. As of right now, nearly 65,000 people have been evacuated from the fire zone. And overnight, these fires grew to more than 10,000 acres, more than 700 structures so far destroyed. And right now, it is not contained, 0% contained. Let's go live now to CNN correspondent Maribel.
See,
Gonzalez
not
in
contained,
Spokane,
and it's just
Washington.
getting worse
Maribel,
because of that guy.
what more can you tell us about this arrest? Hi, Pamela. Yeah, well, we know that arrest was in connection to the fire that started here, or the aftermath, I should say, of the Old Trails fire. This is a neighborhood that was impacted by that blaze. We know that the suspect is a 37-year-old man, and it actually was a witness that called the tip into law enforcement. They saw the suspect acting suspiciously. Law enforcement later returned to the scene, and they were able to determine that where that man was standing is where they believe that the fire started. Now, he was found to be in possession of waterproof matches and a butane lighter at the time. We also know that authorities have said he has a criminal record. The sheriff here in Spokane said that he's a convicted felon out of the state of Arizona, and that he has a preceding arrest in a manslaughter case later for premeditated murder in Arizona as well. So we will be able to get to know more about this suspect later on as he appears before a judge later today. But right now, he is being held on a $1 million bond.
Joining me now is Dave Up the Grove. He's the Washington State Commissioner of Public Lands. Thank you for joining us. There are several fires burning at this hour in Spokane. There is extensive damage, loss of more than 700 buildings at this hour. I do want to ask you what the status is right now of all the different areas that are on fire, and how difficult it is to fight these, and how long you think this might go on.
Well, good morning. I've spent the last couple of days on the ground in the city of Spokane, talking with firefighters on the front line, meeting with families. And you are correct, the devastation just breaks your heart. Hundreds of families have lost their homes. Tens of thousands of people have been displaced. Firefighters are continuing to work around the clock. Overall, in the state of Washington, more than 500,000 acres have burned. We have 250,000 acres on fire right now with 17 major fires. But what has struck me most is this is ultimately a story about people. Behind every one of those burned homes is a family trying to rebuild their lives. Behind every one of those dramatic images we see is a young, exhausted firefighter who's risking everything to keep people safe. So the struggles continue here in Washington.
You, as I understand it, spoke with President Trump about what is going on here, and you're having ongoing conversations. Can you give me some sense about whether or not he has pledged help in any way?
Well, as State Lands Commissioner, I'm not the one communicating directly with the president. Our Governor, Bob Ferguson, spoke with the president on Sunday to communicate the need for emergency declaration and for assistance from FEMA. The president was, to my knowledge, gracious, understands the situation on the ground, and we look forward to working together with the federal administration.
Give me some sense of how this is compared to other fires that you have seen in your state over time. Is this the worst thing that you have seen when it comes to what's happening in Spokane at this time? Is it historically just the worst fires you've ever seen there?
I feel like you could be.
Commercials. Good Lord, dude. They were just right in the middle of showing it. And of course, you just have to go to a commercial about someone getting their daggum toes did or the hair did. That's about walking into a damn shopping mall. Hey, we might not have a shopping mall anymore, but I don't know. If the mall burns down, that's going to really suck. Honestly, I don't know how much of the city is actually burnt down. It's what we're trying to find out, but they won't shush. All right, we're back.
That continue to burn near the city of Spokane, which is the second largest city in Washington state after Seattle, represent one of the largest tragedies in terms of impacting homes and the destruction of structures. But it is worth putting it in context. Those three fires are only 3 of 17 fires, major fires burning in this state. Those fires represent 10,000 acres burning. We have 250,000 acres on fire as we speak this morning. But one thing I would like to say is that it's moments like this really test everything that you've built before the smoke ever appears. You know, before fire season, we built a well-trained firefighting force. We pre-positioned equipment. We entered into mutual aid agreements with other states and invested in forest health. And we can't stop every fire, but preparation absolutely changes the outcome. But this is a summer unlike any that we've seen in recent memory.
Just lastly, you know, fires are burning hotter. They are starting earlier. They are bigger across the West, and now we're seeing similar images out of Europe as well. Do you have what you need? What you need to deal with the change in the climate, especially when it comes to these fires?
Well, climate is part of the story. There's no doubt that climate change is contributing to increased fire risk. It's creating forest health problems in Washington state, and the scientists are pretty clear that it's impacting weather patterns. I do have hope that we have what it takes. You know, despite all the heartbreak, what gives me hope is the people. You know, disasters have a way of really reminding us what really matters. I see firefighters, emergency managers, volunteers, utility crews, neighbors showing up every single day to help complete strangers. You know, that's the story I'm seeing on the ground. So I want people to remember that while these fires are dominating the headlines, there are thousands of people working through the night to protect communities they've never even lived in. They don't ask who you voted for. They don't ask where you came from. They simply show up because someone needs help, and help keeps showing up. And that gives me hope. We have 5,000 people fighting these fires, equipment and personnel from more than a dozen states, from Alaska to Florida. So we ought to be really proud of these first responders in Washington state.
Let's get to Derek Van Dam, CNN meteorologist, for a sense of what the firefighters there can see today and over the next few days.
John, here's the top lines. The past 24 hours have provided the firefighters on the ground the calm winds they need to try and get the advantage, the upper hand on these wildfires. But the reality that we are all facing is that temperatures will increase, the relative humidity will go down, a crucial weather parameter in the fight against wildfires, and there is no rain in this forecast. Look at this image or this video here, and you can see there's very little wind pushing the smoke in the background. I believe that's a gas fire here, but the chart remains of this home not really billowing much in any particular direction because the winds remained light. That was a video taken yesterday. So that's what firefighters needed. But cumulatively, the three major wildfires surrounding Spokane are all at 0% containment and have now surpassed 10,000 acres burned so far. So what will the wind do in the future? You can see the light winds continue today, but look what happens. You can pay attention to the timestamp on the top portion of the screen. It increases as we head into the second half of the week. We're talking Friday into Saturday. A very weak trough or a cold front will come through, and that's going to help pick up the winds. But before the temperatures rise, the relative humidity comes down. What does that mean? That means we have increased fuel availability. So the fuel is the dried out vegetation on the ground. So these ingredients working together, unfortunately, make for a potential another volatile wildfire behavior going forward. It's already outlooked on the fire forecast that we've seen, not to mention the lack of rain and the smoke that is just choking the Pacific Northwest. That satellite image says it all. We've got
See
air
what they're
quality
saying?
for.
They're saying weather. It wasn't the weather. The old trail fire was lit by a person, not the weather. How can you sit there and say it was the weather when it wasn't? Aren't they? It's annoying. This was posted, how long ago? Come on, stupid. Back to the video. I want to see when it was posted. Never mind. Couldn't have been that long ago.
Mr. President, are the talks with Iran now off and are airstrikes?
No, they're on. They're going on right now. It's an amazing thing we have.
Are you freaking kidding me? Literally posting 2 hours ago that Trump is talking about going to freaking war. Dude, the United States is on fire. How can you worry about war? We are burning. Literally 2 hours ago, claims Trump could ignite World War III after making the last chance escalation. Talking about making the biggest strike to Iran since like World War II or whatever they were saying last night. I wouldn't even be worried about war at the moment. I'd be worried about getting these fires out. Oh, there's another fire in Mount Hood, Oregon. Oh, Storm Chasers is on that one. He's over in Mount Hood already? Oh, he was just in Spokane a couple days ago. Northwest Storm Chaser again, showing the fires, and it sounds like he's heading to Mount Hood, Oregon now. Let's just go everywhere. Government Camp, Oregon. Oh, man. It's really smoky over there. Is this what it looks like for you guys over in Oregon?
Looks like they may have kind of been on the edge of it. I don't think it's actively burning down there anymore, but they may have already been impacted by.
Here, since he does talk and stuff, I'll just show the video. But does it look like that in Oregon for you guys? Orange skies and smoky? Well, this is government camp in Oregon. And this is live right now. This guy, this is what he does. He just drives around freaking chasing storms, I guess. And he gets paid for it. Chase expenses $200. Let's see if he gets that. I mean, Washington, bro, this guy was making so much money in Washington, it was insane. He had these chase expenses at the top of the screen at like $650 and 500. And he hit his, I think his first goal of 650 like 3 times. And he kept going and just kept reaching the goal every single time. This one in Oregon, it didn't look like he's getting anything at the moment. He's at 0 out of 200. I could do that. I could do it. If people will donate money to me, I will gladly drive around and show you this. Can I do it? How do I do it? Can you do it for me? You just set up payments and I'll go do it. I'll go drive. I'd be more than glad to drive around if people want to pay me. I mean, if you guys want to donate to the channel and stuff, I will be more than glad to hop in my car and give you live views of Spokane. I mean, he's not in Washington anymore. Can I do it? I accept PayPal, Cash App. I don't know what Venmo is. I don't do Venmo. I have PayPal, Cash App, Messenger. If you guys want to donate, let me know, because I will hop in my car and I will figure out how to get to Spokane and drive around that area. And I will try to show you the roads that caught fire. I mean, from what I heard, they're letting people go up there and check for their houses and stuff, so. And Vista's up there. I think I'm able to go up there. That sounds fun. I don't know how to set it up like he does so that you can get money from PayPal and Cash App, but I could put my names in the description or down in the comments, and I could pin my comment. Let me know down below if you guys want me to do that. Donate a few bucks or whatever so I can have the gas to drive around. And I will literally go do what this dude's doing. Just I'll drive and show you the weather. He's making bank doing it. He just made. He probably just made like 4 or 5 grand in Washington, probably. It's pretty cool over there in that part of the shed. It's the AC ain't staying on. Alright, guys. Been live for almost an hour. I think I'm going to go ahead and stop here. I will keep you guys updated on the fire conditions. But as you just saw, there was a guy that was already arrested for starting and well, as the news said, currently there's no changes to the fire, no containment. So literally the 3 fires are just slowly growing and probably gonna merge together from the sound of it and might just wipe out Spokane, which is pretty devastating to hear. But hopefully they could break it somewhere, save most of Spokane. So right now it's not really looking that good, especially when they're talking about super dry conditions still coming up. There's like no rain in the forecast, no moisture in the forecast. It's like quality alert. Yep. But just Spokane alone has burnt over 7,000 acres, which is devastating. It's something that you would literally see in the movie with Will Smith when he's stranded. And it's the apocalypse. That's what it looks like. But we have humans and people. Just no buildings or houses, and it's just empty roads and left remnants of like burnt trees and houses and buildings and churches and everything else. Alright guys, I will keep you updated. Like I said, if you see the video later on and you do want to be updated on the Spokane fire, just hit the bell notification, subscribe if you haven't already, drop a like, with friends and family. I know the quality is not the best, but at least you have audio so you can kind of hear what's going on. And I'm going to go over and watch the video real quick, see maybe if you can actually see most of the news anyways. Hopefully you can. I'm thinking my quality should be a little bit better because I did move my Wi-Fi adapter, which hopefully it made it a little better. Like I said, I'll go over this video and check, but I'll still keep it updated so you guys can have the audio of what's going on. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you next time.